All right, Monday night football. I'm usually re-gearing for the rest of the week, looking forward to the next weekend. So I got a couple DMs about what I'm rocking, what I'm using, and some of the gear that I have. So I thought I'd just share it, keep it really simple. So here I go. First off, I'm rocking the Fishpond duffel bag. It's pretty awesome. Ripstop nylon, vacuumous compartment inside, and at the bottom, as you can see here, you're able to open up and put your wet waders and actually boots inside if they're sopping wet and dirty, keeping it separate from here, so which is really nice. And then up top here, some waterproof or heavy water resistant pockets that you're able to throw tippet or any other types of information or paper in there, but I use it for reels and tippet. So first thing goes in is my hip bag. It's got all my gear in it, accessory of cornucopia actually, of tippets and flies. I've got a dry box and a nymph box and a streamer. A smaller nymph box, and then also I throw in some streamers, a different streamer box as well. I gotta really update that, but that goes in first. The other thing, people might laugh, but really important, dude wipes and toilet paper. You know how many times you're way out in the boondocks, like out in Hawaii, and there's just a porta potty and it smells really poopy, and you need to take care of business. Bring your own. Bring your own. And then next is I'm running a Ranger net. Pretty lightweight, relatively inexpensive, Amazon special, I think, but it's a flat bottom. You can see it's a flat bottom, so I get more fish bowing and bending in my net. And those of you just starting fly fishing, I highly recommend using these nets. Relatively inexpensive, easy to pack and put in your hip, but also this is not cloth. Notice this is rubber. Much easier to remove fish when you're trying to unhook them. What I experienced using cloth is that you would have the hooks, barbed or unbarbed, getting caught in the cloth. Doesn't do this with the rubber, so way to do it. So also what I do is I layer in like my wader belt, play that in here. Of course, those of you that like heading out at night or getting in there early morning, definitely a headlamp. You got to have a headlamp to get in, get out, make that early morning coffee, but also tying nymphs in the dawn is really, really important, especially those smaller like 22s. You need light, especially where I am. You need light. So anyway, headlamp, relatively inexpensive along the way. You know, when you get out in the backcountry, always have bear spray. Put a can in there just in case you're going to be running around in some areas that will require such. Also, first aid kit. You know, it's always the time when you don't have it is when you need it. And I'll break down what I have in my first aid kit, but literally I have a tourniquet, going to the extent of a tourniquet, basic first aid like Band-Aids, sutures, and ointments. First, Tylenol, aspirin, that kind of stuff in the bag. All right, so finally, this is the inside top flap, as I described earlier. It's somewhat water resistant, but it's on the inside and it zips all the way across, which is great. And inside I have additional reels, depending on what reel I'm gonna be throwing and running in various sizes, as well as additional tools. If I drop forceps and things of that nature, I've got backup. Inside here, I've got wader repair. Yeah. Not fun being on the river and you start filling up with water, as well as line dressing, things of that nature. All those little things you might not think about, and additional tippets. So that's not on my pack. So it's really great. You know, you can do a lot of different things with this. You can pack personal items in here, licenses, you know, all those types of different things, keep them reasonably secure along the way. A lot of things can go in here, but, you know, no more Home Depot yellow top buckets. I can sling this around, throw it around. It's soft shell, it's soft lined, and you know, keep in mind, still at the bottom here, I can put my boots and waders and wet waders as well and keeping it separate. So highly recommend taking a look at this. Obviously I don't get paid for any endorsements, but just tips that I've learned, and it just makes it so much easier. Throw it in the back of my pickup and throw the rods in my rack and away I go. All right, and I was mentioning about my waders, and after I'm packing everything, you'll see what I'm saying here is you put your wet waders or dry waders and boots, this unzips all the way around. So, bingo, and it can contain your boots as well as your waders. So, and then it zips back down all the way around, relatively easy. So, very cool, very durable, great handles, and yeah, so I'm happy with my purchase so far. Additional accessories, quick access, very cool.